Wikipedia Top 25 Report, Most Popular Wikipedia Articles of the Week, June 12 to 18, 2022. Rank 1. Juneteenth. After the George Floyd protests in 2020, interest in this holiday marking an end to chattel slavery across the United States, following its abolition in Texas in 1865, rose greatly, prompting Joe Biden to declare it a federal holiday the following year. A couple centuries late on that one, Joe, but at least we got there eventually, and we had our very first official celebration of Juneteenth as a country the day after this week's report ended. Too bad slavery didn't really go away. Rank 2. Jurassic World Dominion. The core message of Jurassic Park could be described as rampant greed making us blind to our actions, but that hasn't stopped Universal from milking every last coin out of this dinosaur of a franchise. Speaking of last, this is now the 6th and final installment in the Jurassic Park universe, and it ends the series on a sour note, according to critics and viewers, who have suggested that the franchise needs to be encased in amber, never to be brought back again. But we all know how well that worked in the first one. Rank 3. Juancho Hernangomez. Number 11, Hustle, stars this Spanish basketball player in his debut acting role as a Spanish basketball player. Maybe that's for the best, since sports stars are always best at playing themselves anyway. Well, almost always. Rank 4. Stephen Curry. The point guard for number 22, Golden State Warriors, makes his triumphant return to this list after bringing the team to victory at the 2022 NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics and earning his first NBA Finals Most Valuable Player award for the win. Rank 5. Warren Jeffs. He's the infamous polygamist leader of the controversial fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, a sect of Mormon fundamentalism which has often been identified as a white supremacist cult, who was charged with child sexual assault for forcing underage girls in the church to marry adult men. Now, he's also one of the subjects of Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey, Netflix's newest addition to the cultomania genre, which was released last week. What a career. Rank 6. Top Gun, Maverick. The 80s classic at number 21, Top Gun, about a fighter pilot named Maverick who gets the chance to train at the Navy's Fighter Weapons School, got a sequel in which he returns to the program to train new pilots. Even if it's gotten mostly rave reviews, not everyone is raving about it, as recent discussions about the film revolving around the possibility of it just being shiny military propaganda. Rank 7. Vikram, 2022 film. Much like another 2022 release, number 6, Top Gun, Maverick, this film is a spiritual sequel to its namesake 1986 film, and follows a retired secret agent trying to take down a drug syndicate. The film also kicks off a cinematic universe with a sequel to follow. Rank 8. Deaths in 2022. Oh, it gets dark, it gets lonely, on the other side from you. Rank 9. Stranger Things, Season 4. Rank 10. Stranger Things. Even if the eagerly awaited second volume of this bingeable horror drama's 4th season still hasn't come out 3 weeks after the release of the first one, that hasn't slowed down its momentum or caused it to lose its spot on this list. I haven't personally watched this much buzzed about season, mainly because I have yet to watch the first 3 buzzed about seasons, but one thing that does really excite me about the show is that it brought Kate Bush's melancholic masterpiece, Running Up That Hill, to number 1 on charts across the globe 37 years after its release. It has something to do with headphones, Velma, and the effects of bath salts, if I had to guess. Rank 11. Hustle, 2022 film. Adam Sandler has finally figured out how to make people stop hating him, and that's by not being in terrible movies. The SNL alum showed critics his serious side in 2002's Punch Drunk Love, and he now stars in this self-produced film as a passionate but aging basketball scout who finds a muse in number 3, Juancho Hernangomez, rough-and-tumble baller, and aspires to send him to the NBA. It's yielded Sandler some of the best reviews of his whole career. Rank 12. The Boys TV series. Superheroes acting bad has become a common theme in media over the past few years. Invincible, anyone, but it all seemingly started with this series, whose third season has been coming out on Amazon Prime Video since the beginning of this month. The 5th episode of the season was released this week, and it will probably be on this list until the season finale. Rank 13. 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. Mariupol is still occupied. Ukraine is still trying to hold on to Severodonetsk after Russia failed to take Kiev, and Russian filtration camps are popping up to deal with Russia's self-imposed problem of not knowing what to do with the people whose homes they destroyed. And that's what you missed on Glee. Rank 14. Tom Cruise. This couch-jumping Scientologist heartthrob plays Maverick in the aptly titled film at number 6, Top Gun: Maverick, which recently became the highest-grossing movie to star, or feature, him after earning $800 million worldwide. Rank 15. Lightyear film. Houston, we have a problem. The origin story of animation's favorite spaceman isn't exactly taking flight at the box office, and its scene featuring a kiss between two women has caused its online ratings to crash into the atmosphere. The homophobic review bombing hasn't been Challenger levels of bad, but it's defined the discussion revolving around a film that has otherwise had little going for it. Rank 16. Amanda Aldridge. A prolific Afro-British music teacher who turned to composing under the pseudonym Montague Ring after her singing career was stopped short by a case of laryngitis, Aldridge got a Google Doodle this week, honoring a piano recital she gave nearly a century ago this week. Rank 17. Ezra Miller. Some recent revelations this week about this quirky, creepy film star remind us that maybe we really do need to talk about Kevin. Concerns about Miller's violent behavior first arose 2 years ago after a video of them apparently choke-slamming a shell-shocked fan surfaced on the socials, but it was quickly brushed off by most as a misunderstanding due to a lack of context. Starting with their controversial trip down south to Hawaii that quickly went even more south, during which Miller was arrested twice, once for throwing a chair at a woman during a party and another time for berating a group of innocent bar patrons while they sang karaoke. Fans quickly learned that the aforementioned video required less context than they had hoped. Now, faster than the Flash himself, the issue has shifted from sporadic physical violence to prolonged psychological violence. 2 allegations of grooming have come out against Miller, including one from the parents of a Native American activist who say Miller met their child at 12 years old during the Standing Rock protests, and then proceeded to coerce them with promises of paid tuition and hard drugs, all while physically abusing them. Miller has remained unfazed and untraceable, flouting court orders and posting memes about being untouchable on their recently deleted Instagram account, but the whole scandal has given the Warner Brothers hot flashes. Rank 18. List of NBA champions. They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. Rank 19. 2022 FIFA World Cup. Ah, football. You either love it, hate it, or feel any number of other ways about it in between those two. But no matter how you feel about it, it's impossible not to get a little giddy with excitement when the world's biggest sporting event comes around, even if its governing body has a lot to answer for. Thankfully for anyone who gets a little too excited about it, we've got some time before this year's global utensil rolls around, but that doesn't mean footy fanatics aren't racing to find out more about Qatar's edition of the event after the final lineup for the Cup was confirmed this week. Rank 20. The Quarry video game. Over half a decade after Until Dawn took the live-action point-and-click survival horror of Senate Scourge Night Trap and blew it up to supermassive proportions, Supermassive Games returns with its similarly Hollywood-esque successor, in which a group of counselors become stranded at their summer camp and players must make all the right choices to keep them alive. Even with a cast made up of a comparable amount of A-listers, David Arquette, Ariel Winter, and Brenda Song are just a few of the familiar faces who star in The Quarry. The AAA slasher hasn't made as much of a splash as the original, though critics and Let's Players seem to be plenty enthused about it nonetheless. Rank 21. Top Gun. See Number 6, Top Gun, Maverick. Or you can watch it again, if you need a refresher. Rank 22. Golden State Warriors. Won the NBA Finals this week, making number 4, Stephen Curry, an MVP in a career first and adding them to number 18, list of NBA champions, yet again, while also bringing some attention to number 25, Andrew Wiggins' skills on the court. Rank 23. Val Kilmer. Plays Iceman, Maverick's once rival, opposite number 14, Tom Cruise, in number 6, Top Gun, Maverick, reprising his role from number 21, Top Gun. Rank 24. Stefania Maracineanu. The page for this Romanian physicist doesn't provide too much info on her, but that didn't stop Google from giving her a doodle this week for what would be her 140th birthday. She's best known for her contributions to fellow physicist Irene Joliot-Curie's work, which earned Joly-Curie a Nobel Prize, while Maracineanu's findings were sadly brushed aside. Rank 25. Andrew Wiggins. Finally driving Amber Heard and that lawsuit away from this list is this small forward for number 22, Golden State Warriors, who won his first NBA championship this week alongside number 4, Stephen Curry. Thank you for listening to this reading of the most popular Wikipedia articles of the week. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button and subscribe to our channel so you can be notified whenever I make a new video. I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions on what else to feature. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.